how are you doing today? I hope that you are doing amazing and fantastic and wonderful. Of course, on cue, she's here. So, I am filming this late at night. I have just put Alex down for for bed, and I thought, you know what? I curled my hair and did my makeup because we did maternity photos this evening, and I was like, you know what? Before I go and shower and take all of this off, I should film my wrap up for September. So if you guys saw, I'm trying to do my reading a little bit differently for the rest of the year. So I made a September-October TBR, hopefully trying to read more from my own shelf, and then just getting as much reading done as possible. So in the month of September, I have read 6 books, which I am super happy with. I had a really good reading month in general. Like, I feel like I didn't feel like forced. I didn't feel as though I had to rush or I had to like do a certain like amount. I just was like, okay, done with this book. And then I naturally was like, okay, I want to read this one. So the first book that I read in September was A Perfect Bind. I listened to it on audiobook, and that's the second in the beloved book room mystery series by Dorothy St. James. I think I gave it a 3 stars. I thought that it was okay. I really loved the premise of the series. The premise is our main character is a librarian, and the city council has decided that her library is going to become a bookless library. Like, it's going to have tablets and a lot of computers, 3D printing equipment, a lot of things that current libraries have. But she's not happy about the fact that all of her books are being taken away. So she has squirreled some away and has opened sort of like a secret book room in the basement of the library. Really cool premise. But I really wish that the town was more fleshed out, because it doesn't feel like a small cozy town should feel. Like, you don't really get a sense of the town at all. And while I loved some characters, there was other characters like her best friend that ground my gears, or grinded my gears, ground my gears. I don't know. She was just quite annoying to me, which doesn't normally happen. But yes, she was just very much like a little over the top, and I wasn't that big of a fan. So the next book that I read, I am so close to finishing Bree Baker's Seaside Cafe mystery series. Like, I'm on the last one right now, and I'm avoiding like opening it up. Like, I'm reading other things because I'm not ready for this series to end, like, at all. But so I read Closely Harbored Secrets, which is book number 5 in the Seaside Mystery series. I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I don't want to go too much into detail on what's going on in the story, because if you are reading it, it's really important that you read in order. Start from the beginning. You will fall in love with all of the characters, I promise you. And it's just, it's a darn good series. I love it so much. Then I listened to A Deadly Eclair, which is the first book in the French Bistro mystery series by Daryl Wood Gerber. And I actually really enjoyed this. I gave it a 4 stars. Our main character is Mimi Rousseau, and she has had a dream of opening her own like French bistro, like inn kind of thing. And she has a someone who is willing to back her up with money for it. And he has asked Mimi to host his niece's wedding, who is a famous like news anchor, and so she's very excited, but of course nervous about doing it correctly, because she doesn't want to lose out on the money that her benefactor has been able to give her to open up everything that she has. So long story short, there's a lot of family drama in this one. Holy moly. And our character's esteemed benefactor is found killed, and she is trying to figure out the whodunit because he has named her in the will, and she's trying to figure it out so that she doesn't lose everything that she's worked so hard for. So that one I really enjoyed. Then I read the Cozy Escape Book Club book, which is Basket Case by Nancy Haddock. This is the first in the Silver Six Crafting Mystery series. Did find out that there's only 3 in that series, so I'm kind of bummed about that. I did give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I'd give it like a 3.75, 4 stars. I enjoyed the idea of it. I really loved the Silver Six, like the idea of 6 best friends that are retired and still want to have their independence, living with each other to help sort of bring about like their life and everything. I absolutely love. So our main character is her name's Nixie, and she's been called by the sheriff to come and check on her aunt because there's fires and bombs going off and all of these different kinds of things. Little did she know that when she got there, there would be a whole lot more to uncover. And if you really want to see like all of my thoughts on it, you can go and check out the live stream that we did, I think it was, yeah, last week. And I promise you, it's a good series to start. Now, the next book was not actually on my TBR because I forgot that I had pre-ordered it like a bajillion months ago, but I have already listened to all of The Bullet That Missed, the 3rd book in the Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. Million quadrillion % 5 stars. Like, oh, the writing is so good. I have never read a series, or haven't read a lot of series, that make me love the characters so much that when anything happens to them, I like cry. And I'm not saying anything bad is happening to them. I'm not gonna like spoil anything, but I am so invested in these characters that the moment book 4 comes up for pre-order, I will be pre-ordering it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I could not love this series more even if I tried. And then last but certainly not least, I finished this book barely in September. September 30th, I finished it. And it is Partners in Lime, the 6th book in the Seaside Cafe mystery series. And I gave it a 3.5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. Sort of left off on a cliffhanger in a way, and so I'm glad that I started this last book in the series, but then now I don't want to finish it because I'm so like scared of what's gonna happen. Like, I hope it finishes up well, because there's been some series that it finished up way too fast, and then like not all of the like ending points and plot points and everything were like tied together. So here's hoping that it ends well. What did you guys read in the month of September? I'm of course like already veering off a little bit from my TBR, but like there are just so many things that I want to read, guys, everything, like all the things. And this baby is coming a little bit sooner than I thought, so we literally have 35 days. He will be here November 8th. So I have some reading to catch up on, because my goal is to read 52 books and I have for the year, and I have read 40, so I have 12 more books to read. Let's see if I can do it. I think I can do it. Do you guys think I can do it? I can totally do it. But I digress. That's the end of this chapter of Courtagonist. I hope that you guys have had an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.